Questions that lead to millions of dollars. That's the subject of this short video. I'm going to give you an example of how, if you'll continue to ask the right questions, you can ultimately make a fortune. Simple questions that could lead to millions of dollars. And so I hope you'll watch this entire video. I'll try not to ramble, but I've got something very important to say. And just for watching this video, I'm going to give you my best-selling book, How to Get Super Rich in the Opportunity Market. Go to my website at heytj.net, HEYTJ.net, or click the link on this page. It's yours free. I'm looking for joint venture business partners. But a simple question that you can ask that can ultimately lead to millions of dollars. Here is a true story. So I've been in the business opportunity market now for many, many years. I started in 1988. I've looked at thousands and thousands and thousands of different business opportunities. That's what I do. That's my profession. Most of them, they all promise this so much, but they all deliver so little. So after almost 30 years of examining all these different business opportunities, I can drill right through them. I've seen the same opportunity pop up millions of times. It seems like I'm being overly dramatic here, but thousands and thousands of times, and after a while, it really is all the same. They try to appear different, but they're all the same. And yet, you see common denominators. That's what happens when you've been doing something for decades like I have, looking for the perfect way to make money for decades now. I see things that just keep reoccurring. Well, day before yesterday, I was subjected to something I've seen before. It's a chance for millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars to come pouring in. And yet, I've seen this before. It is something that I believe people are going to make a lot of money. But unfortunately, right, wrong, good or bad, and there's no room on this video to give you specifics. But unfortunately, I think that this thing is going to end up not going well. It's going to end up where the government is going to come and shut it down. Right, wrong, good or bad. We could talk about that all day long, and sometimes it's right. Sometimes it's right for the government to shut these things down, and I agree with that. Sometimes it's totally wrong. This is a brand new opportunity. I've seen this before, this kind of deal before, where so much money has just come pouring in. But in the past, I've always just said no. I don't want to get involved in anything that the government might just shut down a couple years from now or a couple months from now. I don't want to get involved in it. And yet I really believe that this is a good, solid opportunity potentially. And I think that there's a lot of reasons the government might shut it down that has nothing to do with the, in my mind, the ethical. I won't get involved in anything that's dishonest or unethical. Well, this is not that. This is an opportunity that's very, 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 very hot. It gets people so excited, and some people take advantage of the people while they're captivated in that moment of excitement. They really do take advantage of that, and sometimes it's right that the government comes and shuts these things down. Just quite frankly, it is right. So in the past, I would just always say no to these deals. It's just too hot to handle. I don't want to get involved in anything that the government's going to come shut down. But you see, I've been doing this now for 30 years. And I asked myself a question yesterday, and I put that question out there to some of my advisors. I said, is there a way that we can cash in with this thing? And then even if the worst case situation happens, that we are going to come out unscathed, including all of my joint venture business partners and stuff, where even in a worst case scenario, this thing is really hot, it makes millions and millions and millions of dollars real fast, and then we get out. Can we still make money? Well, I asked that question yesterday afternoon because I've seen this deal before. I've seen this kind of deal before. This is a brand new opportunity, but again, you look at thousands of these deals over the years, you see the same things pop up. And so I was very confused last night. I went through a process, where I was digesting it all, and it was just like eating a huge meal. And, you just want to... I woke up this morning with the answer. Because I asked the question yesterday afternoon, I woke up this morning with the answer. All night long, I was my mind was working overtime. I was having all these dreams and stuff. Look, I see this as an opportunity to make a lot of money. I just want to avoid certain pitfalls. I don't want to just say no to the thing like I have in the past, but I asked the right question. And I debated for a couple hours with my marketing partner about this yesterday. You know, he doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole. Again, I'm not talking about doing anything illegal. Just because the government shuts these things down, the government is not right about everything every time. Sometimes they are right. Sometimes they are right to shut these things down, but sometimes they're not. And good people end up either way, whether the government's right or wrong, good people end up being taken advantage of. I came up with a way, just because I asked the question, is there a way we can get involved with this and not have to, and cash in, because I see millions and millions and millions of dollars pouring in. I've seen this opportunity. Every few years, something like this comes along. And so I came up with something that lets me take the high road and lets me be a third party. I'm not now involved in the deal myself necessarily. I'm not, but I'm providing something very unique. I would have never came up with that idea had I not asked the question. And that's how questions can lead to millions of dollars. Now I've given you the short version, look, I am looking for joint venture business partners. I brought in over $150 million in total revenue in this crazy business opportunity market that I love so much and I'm so passionate about. No cost, no obligation. I'll tell you some of the things I'm involved with. I hope you'll just go to my website at heytj.net, heytj.net. Let me send you the digital copy of my book. It's yours free, no cost, no obligation. Or click the link on this page if you're not watching on YouTube. And just know that the right questions lead to the right answers. The wrong questions lead to the wrong answers. You know, the favorite is, why me? Why me? The right questions. Ask the right questions. Go through that period of confusion and frustration. And ultimately, if you're looking for answers, you'll find them. So that was my question yesterday afternoon. How can we cash in on this without ever worrying in case something really bad happens, which it may very well happen. I've seen this situation before. Something gets hot, hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars are generated, but the government comes in, shuts it all down, and the people end up, most people end up in a bad position. How can we, in case that would happen, I'm not saying that will happen, nobody knows the future. I don't know what's going to happen here, but you do see common denominators after you've been doing these things for a while. So ask the right questions, you'll get the right answers, and those answers can lead to millions of dollars, which I believe that we're going to generate if this thing is as hot as I think it will be. So, hey, reach out to me, heytj.net. Thank you for watching this video. Most people will only watch a minute or two, so if you've actually watched this whole thing, it means you're serious about making a lot of money. I'm looking for joint venture partners. Go to heytj.net, heytj.net, or click the link on this page. Thank you and bye for now.